guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This is part 2 of our Sunday Football Super Bowl halftime Kaiju Tournament, part 2 of the doubleheader. This one is Spacegodzilla versus Biollante. And if you saw the first video, you should know by now that obviously Adrian couldn't be here, but Adrian and Lenny will be back for the semifinals as well as the final round of the Kaiju Tournament. But until then, let's talk Spacegodzilla and Biollante. So, two very, very different monsters, but once again, very similar. Very similar. Some believe that Spacegodzilla was created when Biollante went up into space in Godzilla vs. Biollante, and Biollante has Godzilla DNA. One would argue that Spacegodzilla does. So a very, very interesting match between these two monsters. Obviously, Biollante has the size advantage, very, very large, but a little bit methodical. Not that Spacegodzilla is any quicker, but a little bit faster. But Spacegodzilla is very powerful in his own right with cosmic powers, with the crystals, can fly, can use the crystals as a conduit to some extent, and can trap people in the crystals. And he's got very, very powerful projectile weapons. And obviously Biollante with, her little projectile breath and acid, so to speak, that she spews, and her tentacles should make for a very, very interesting match. They both have powerful range attacks, and they're both very physically powerful. Obviously, Spacegodzilla has the advantage of flight, where Biollante is kind of stuck in the ground. So, but I don't want to take any more of your time. You guys have been waiting weeks for us to get back to the tournament. So let's go to the countdown. Enjoy the match, and I'll see you afterwards.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Snake, we need you to infiltrate the lab. Find out what they're using the Godzilla DNA for. Now, for the love of Christ, this is a need-to-know basis operation, so don't go blowing anything up and attracting unnecessary attention on yourself.
I've been expecting you, Snake. What is it you're using the Godzilla DNA for? Weapons? Chemicals? Chemical weapons? Always assuming the worst, Snake. I'm disappointed. I'm just following orders. Soldiers following orders. You're all puppets, tangled in strings. But imagine being able to recover from your wounds in a matter of moments thanks to the regenerative properties of Godzilla's DNA. We're currently testing an unplanned life with exceptional results. Surely it can't be safe to use Godzilla DNA in the world of botany science. You want to save the world, but you don't want it to change. What could possibly go wrong?
Sir, it looks like we have another kaiju headed for the city. Biollante is still alive.
Crystals just demolished Biollante. So this match is over. Space Godzilla goes on to the semifinals to face Gamera, which is going to be a very interesting match. And Biollante, came out in the rose form. Very interesting. We didn't get to see that before when she fought Zilla and all that. She did not come out in rose form. Comes out in rose form. Space Godzilla lays waste to it, but does not expect Biollante to reemerge in her final form. And they duke it out for quite a bit. Actually, I thought Biollante had it for a minute there. Tentacles and the acid spewing, but the crystals were the advantage, giving Space Godzilla that extra edge that he needed. And obviously, Space Godzilla can, summon the crystals, crush Biollante under the weight of those crystals without him having to lift a finger. And it was a very, very interesting match. Obviously, we saw in the early portion of the fight, Solid Snake was there trying to stop Biollante from getting born. But be that as it may, it did happen. Solid Snake failed. It's okay, Solid. It's all right. It happens. But so now we have a very, very interesting semifinal round. We have Godzilla versus Legion in one bracket, Gamera versus Space Godzilla in the next bracket. Something tells me here that we have a Gamera versus Godzilla thing going here. But I'm telling you, I swear to God, this is all the simulator. I'm telling you, baby. But it should be fun nonetheless. Doesn't matter who faces who or when they face each other. And also remember, guys, that the finals, the final two monsters that fight, whoever the winner is, gets a bonus round against G2014, I should say. So that will be very interesting as well. So if the finals winner wins, the finals match, obviously, they become the champion. But if their kaiju representative happens to beat Godzilla 2014, they become grand champion and they get an extra prize. And the next kaiju tournament, which I'm not going to say when, we'll plan that at some point, they get to come back just to defend their title. They don't have to go through the brackets. They actually become the grand champion. They go in the spot where G 2014 is. But if you lose, you just get your normal prize. And if you come back for the next tournament, you got to go through the brackets again. So there's an advantage to trying to beat them. But remember, simulator has the last word. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. So as promised, there are your two quarterfinal matches during halftime of the Super Bowl. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's get back to watching football because I'm sure this is a very exciting game. And hopefully your team is winning. I'm not rooting for either team, so it doesn't matter to me. But I'm leaning towards the Seahawks. Not a big Patriots fan, so yeah. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit ETN's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This is part 2 of our Sunday football Super Bowl halftime Kaiju tournament, part 2 of the doubleheader. This one is Space Godzilla versus Biollante. And if you saw the first video, you should know by now that obviously Adrian couldn't be here. But Adrian and Lenny will be back for the semifinals as well as the final round of the Kaiju tournament. But until then, let's talk Space Godzilla and Biollante. So, two very, very different monsters, but once again, very similar. Very similar. Some believe that Space Godzilla was created when Biollante went up into space in Godzilla vs. Biollante, and Biollante has Godzilla DNA. One would argue that Space Godzilla does. So, a very, very interesting match.